welcome. I'm not going to waste a lot of time. I'm not going to drag this out with long music and make you wait. I'm going to go straight to my point why I'm here tonight. First of all, thank you for tuning in. Life's been busy. I want to put this video together because I've honestly just been so fucking annoyed with the shit I keep saying. I just can't keep my mouth shut. That's probably my biggest problem. I can't shut my mouth. I can't stop commenting. I can't stop saying we can do better. I'm going to talk tonight about Cardporn and Dustin, personal finance dad / personal sports card dad, whatever the hell he calls himself, and why both of them are what I refer to as counterfeit, because they came into the hobby recently as one thing, disguised as one thing, masqueraded as one thing, and their intents have always been selfish intents. And the reason I'm coming after Dustin tonight, specifically coming after Dustin, you might say, why are you attacking Dustin? He's such a nice, jolly guy as he jumps his little head around. Because Dustin made a video today, which, again, I just find disgusting. There are two videos that Dustin has made that just crossed the line, in my opinion, guys. Number one, his video on addiction, where he mocks addiction, makes a video mocking addiction, which kills people in this world. People lose their families, gamble, whatever the hell you say. Bad things can happen from addiction. Dustin mocks that, makes a video about it. He'll probably make another one coming up soon because he needs more fucking views. He's a piece of shit for doing that, and I called him out for it. You really have a problem with it, then step away, look in the mirror, and make a real fucking change. Telling people you got a problem and then continue to feed the problem, that, oh, I'm an addict, man. I got a pot problem. And then smoking pot every day on fucking camera? I mean, come on. What the hell are you doing, Dustin? So he's fucking fake. He's been fake since the addiction video. Second video was the video today where he comes out and says, I don't trust watchdogs. Watchdogs are bad for the hobby. You got to wonder what the intent of a watchdog is. I don't, everybody's selfish. And then he even said in a group chat, I distrust anyone who's a watchdog. Here's the thing. Dustin, you're too big of a fucking coward to say you don't like me. So you're attacking watchdogs, which I claim to be. And I'll say this, I claim to be it. Is my job to get up in the goddamn morning and become a watchdog for the hobby? No. I got a lot of other shit I really do. I enjoy the hobby. And when I'm in the hobby, I watch what the hell's going on and I talk about it. I call shit out. I've been doing that for a long time. People know that about me. A lot of people like to disparage me for doing that. When I call shit out, people put me in a bucket. Oh, don't listen to Ziggy. He's a nut. He's got tinfoil in his head. Whatever the fuck you want to say. I've always been true to who I am. I'm honest. I'm brutally goddamn honest. I'm also a wonderful person in this hobby. Those people who like me and work with me know who I am. Those who don't, fuck you. I don't give a shit. I'm not here to make friends. I'm not trying to get subs so you become my buddy so I can get fucking views and sponsors. You know what I want? I'll tell you my intent. I made some fucking notes on this tonight. My intent is I want a better fucking hobby. Number one, that is my intent. I want my voice to help make things better. I want to make it better two ways. I either want to make suggestions based on others and what we're hearing so that things can get better, or I want to hear other people tell me things that we can do to make it better, and I want to debate those and make and progress those things. I want to make the hobby better. What are you talking about, Ziggy? Let me give you an example. Regulation. There needs to be some type of fucking regulation on some of the shit going on around breaking and the games and the gambling and the repacks. Come on, let's be honest. Do we want to make the hobby better, or you just want to grift the fuck out of it? That's a pretty simple thing. Now, we can self-regulate that with things like watchdogs, or we cannot do it, right? We can just fucking stab each other person in the back, the Dustin way, disparage people, and just do whatever the hell you want to, which is, again, why I can't stand what the hell he's doing. Let me give you some other things. Fair pricing. One of the biggest problems you have in the hobby is allocation and hiding your pricing and marking shit up. You don't know what the hell's going on. The biggest hope I have from fanatics is I want more transparency in pricing and the direct consumer. I don't give a shit if the box is $500. I just want to know that the guy selling it to me didn't just buy it for $200 because he was in line before me. Do you know what I'm saying? I want to have a fair fucking opportunity to get a $200 box at a $200 price. Is that too much to ask for as a goddamn collector? I think all of us want that as a consumer in the goddamn market. Let me say some other things. I'd like some tracking on hits. You know why? Because I'd like to stop crime. I'd like to stop fraud. I'd like for someone to put a fucking program in place that removes cards that are considered stolen, fake, fraud, trims. It doesn't happen. You know what happens? Some idiots think that, oh, if it's altered, trimmed, or fake, it's a collectible. Think about this. We actually collect the shit that we know is criminal. We keep it around. I don't understand it. That's just one thing I'd like to see change. But I've got a couple other things like that I have on my list. But every one of them, that's my fucking intent. I want to make the fucking hobby better. I don't give a shit about money that I do. I make plenty of money. I don't come to the hobby to make money. I make money in the hobby, and I don't use my influence to do it. And I'll tell you too, when I make money, I don't make the most money I can. I often sell for under the comp, and I'm just trying to find the right collector to get the thing that I have so I can get to something that I want to get to, which many of us try to do in the goddamn hobby. So that's my intent. Now let's go to this Cardporn thing. Let me start with, here's the problem with Cardporn. First of all, if you've been following my channel, I card called Cardporn out when they did the whole fucking auction with Golden about a year and a half ago. They sold all their stuff from their personal collection. When I sat there going, hold on, Cardporn, the group that everybody's been calling this great savior in the hobby because they're this watchdog, which I've had issues with them being a watchdog because they're a selective watchdog. For example, when I sent them information, and here I'm going to bring it right to the fucking front, guys. When I brought them information on Chris McGill and Josh Johnson selling picks in 2020, at the same time, they are running and manipulating Card Ladder and the Card Ladder scoring in the summer of 2020. When I showed that, TJ Warren, July, #1 Card Ladder. When I brought all that to their attention, it was dismissed. You know why? Because I know Chris and I know Josh have gone around and told a whole bunch of people, all Ziggy does, he wants to attack us. He keeps attacking us. Let me ask you this. Riddle me this, goddammit. If Sports Card Radio is going to go after Jeff because he was selling picks, why the fuck won't someone go after Card Ladder for doing the same goddamn thing and doing it worse than them? Let me again be clear with you on this, guys. In 2020, when everybody's trying to make a buck, okay, Josh was selling a class on how to collect cards in 2018, 2019. I don't think it was doing very well, but he also was selling a newsletter for picks. Now, he launches Card Ladder in June of 2020. Now, at the same time, Jeff is selling picks around June of 2020. Jeff sells picks until October of 2020, and then he stops selling picks because publicly he was getting blasted for it. He ethically felt bad about it. He tells you he stopped doing it. At the same time, Chris and Josh, they sold picks all the way till 2021. You know when they stopped selling picks? When I finally, on Carlos's channel, got Chris McGill to say, yes, it would be unethical to run Card Ladder and to be selling picks at the same time. And I think it probably dawned on him. He went back to Josh and said, you know what, dude, we got to stop selling picks because there's more money to be made in this Card Ladder business than your little scam selling fucking picks. And this is the God's honest truth. I don't know why no one even looks into this shit. Okay. And it's the reason I bring this up, guys. Card Ladder is very much tied to Cardporn. This is how Cardporn got involved with Golden. How did Golden and Card Ladder? Because the Card Ladder chuckleheads did their show every fucking Friday night, and Bobblehead Golden would chime in. Oh, he'd come on board and talk to the Card Ladder guys. And then what happens? PSA buys Golden, he buys Card Ladder guys. So you have all this money flooding into these two guys who buy this shit. It's just blatant. It's so fucking obvious. It's ridiculous. It just drives me crazy. So going back to Cardporn, selling their stuff off in an auction, right? Their Golden auction they did about a year and a half ago. I don't know why then we didn't just say we're done with them. They're not a watchdog. They don't fucking help the hobby. Now, let me also take a quick second and breathe because I'm going to say something. Even in their shittiest, the fact that Cardporn is shitty, I'm going to commend them for doing something. They did in several instances bring light to where collectors were being screwed. Okay, they did do that. I remember even thanking them for that, being like, oh, that was really great. Now, I bring this to your attention because I want to talk about Cards and Comics made a great video. Who is watching the watchdogs? Very important thing. And that's what we need to do. We need to self-regulate, communicate, talk. Well, at that time when we're commending them and applauding them, somebody should have gone out and realized what they were doing when it appears to be slandered the guy selling the LeBron James RPA, which is why they're now facing a lawsuit. Now think about this. At the time, on the surface, it looked like Cardporn was calling to attention that a patch had been swapped in an RPA that was being sold on Golden. And we all thought that was a wonderful thing. But once the evidence came to light that that was not the case, or maybe it isn't the case, I don't even fucking know. Somebody should have said, you know what, there's a law involved. Cardporn, step up, go to court, talk about it, work it out. Why that never happened, why we decided to protect Cardporn and hide who they were, just it baffles me. Well, I can tell you what Golden did, because Golden was working a deal to sell the Cardporn personal collection off. So think about this. Cardporn's building some collection. They sell it off the Golden and get a bunch of money. And I haven't even gotten to Cardporn's recent scam on the fucking Michael Jordan jersey, guys, if you're just tuning in. But think about the background here. All that shit going on Cardporn. Why are we even hanging out with them? Why are we even associating them? Why are we talking about them? Why didn't someone call them out then? Why didn't we just say that's enough? You don't even listen to Cardporn. I'll tell you why. Because in the hobby, there is no bad guys thrive here. They just burble around. They just move here and go. Look at Josh Johnson and Chris McGill. They're sitting there they're happy as can be. They sold they sold Card Ladder, okay, to PSA Collectors Universe, made a bunch of money. They're happy as hell. They were selling picks. They don't care. They haven't punished. There's no punishment in the hobby. Okay, so Cardporn. You look at today and the story it's breaking about them and this jersey thing. Let me first of all say this. Number one, I'm not shocked by this. Okay, the whole photo matching of memorabilia is suspect to me at best. Okay, photo matching. Think about this, guys. I need to do more research. Is this legal? Like, because here's the way I say this: I can make any photo I want today, so I could look at something going on in the past and make a photo that's going to match it, and I can make memorabilia that matches the photo. Like, isn't there so much opportunity for fraud in that? Like, I think photo matching itself is like a fraud, but the fact that Card Ladder was able to get this fraud through with this fake, and how they took advantage of a dead photographer to make a fake charity. Guys, if any of you are associated with Cardporn, first of all, if he was my friend, I'd go over and punch him in the fucking head right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd go to his house and go, dude, are you an idiot? What the hell are you doing? Now, I'm not trying to tell you to go do violence, okay? But if that was my friend, I'd punch him in the head, okay? But if he's your friend, I'd at least hope you get away from him. I at least hope you call him out. I at least hope you say who his name is. He needs to face a day in court. He clearly came here to grift the hobby. He came here with one intent, to gain trust through showing you flashy, shiny cards. Right, here's my Tom Brady. Look at my Tom Brady refractor. Look at how cool I am. Look at my head here. I'm just showing you stuff. Look at my clicks and views. Got a lot of clicks and views. So we give these idiots so much power because they're clicks and views, and then we believe everything they say. Stop doing that. Stop. Just stop. Just stop doing that. That's why, as I said, Dustin, Cardporn. Here's a tie-in. They're both counterfeit. They're both fake. They both have negative intents in the hobby. They both are here to make as much money as they can off the hobby, and they don't care. Like here's Dustin. I don't care, man. I'm not a bad person. I'm just trying to make some, get some videos in. Oh, this video is brought to you by Veriswap. I'm just trying to make some money, man. I'm trying to feed my family. We can justify. Here's the thing. I've said this before. When the hobby becomes your means of living, you can justify any behavior, right? It's just easy. Well, man, I'm saving my family. I'm working for my family, so I can justify the behavior. It's unethical. It's shitty. It's crappy, right? You should do better. Dustin, if you want to come after me, come after me. Anytime you want to go, let's debate, let's talk, whatever you want to. Come after me, attack me, whatever you want to. But don't go after hobby watchdogs. Don't tell people you shouldn't trust the hobby watchdogs. What you should be telling them is shouldn't be trusting Cardporn. That we should know who the people are. We should be encouraging more people to be watchdogs, more people to step up. If anything, this community needs more of that, right? We have problems in Whatnot. We have problems on other channels. Let me just give you another example. Rattle Pokemon. Rattle Pokemon. Is he a bad person, Dustin? Do you not trust him? Is he someone you should remove from the hobby? Because the man knocked out an NFL player, a retired NFL player who's running a Pokemon scam. Think about that. The man was bad. He's ripping money off from kids. Like, it's very close, in my opinion, to like child. You know what I'm saying? But you don't like that, right, Dustin? You're not for that. You don't trust him. He's a bad person. In fact, here's another one, Dustin. You don't trust me, but you and I did a big transaction back in 2020, and you must have trusted me something because I shipped you something, man. You shipped me something. There was some trust. So again, don't be cowardly and say you don't trust watchdogs. You don't like me because I call you out for all the fakeness in your content and who you are. Many of us loathe your smug, ignorant, rapid speaking, small-minded, tiny videos. And we think it's a hypocrisy the way you attack the hobby with your bullshit. Do something better, Dustin. I'll tell you this last thing, and then I'm just going to sign off. I'm just so fucking furious. I'm in a fantasy football content creators league with Dustin. I did not want to be in it when I saw Dustin in the league. I don't respect him as a content creator. You can do better. You can do better. And fuck Cardporn. Remember, guys, 3 types of people: sheep, wolves, and watchdogs. And if you're not one, better figure out the fuck's going on. We all are sheep at some point. Don't get me wrong. Good night. Thank you for being here. I don't know when I'm making the next video. I'll be live on Hobby News Daily, though, soon.